Hey,
Hey, oh, there we go.
there
All
we
right,
go.
so might as well do this live. So my first name, which has occasionally been heard
It's Penguin.
on on the internet, believe it or not, is not that. This is a pre-show exclusive moment.
Pre-show, pre-show,
Uh,
pre-show.
my first name is only 4 letters long, and it's constantly misspelled. And today it got misspelled again.
Kirt,
Here.
Yeah, I'm Kiert apparently
Kirt.
today. Uh,
Well, that's
It's
okay.
supposed to have a U. Oftentimes they spell it Kirk because of some stupid captain of some stupid ship.
When I was in 5th grade, we had a substitute teacher that called me Michelle.
Damn.
Damn, Michelle, calm down.
Like, my name is my legal name is Michael, which has a pretty common spelling,
Yeah.
and somehow they just thought Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Now that's when you take that Snapchat filter that everybody's using and turn yourself into a chick, and
You
then
mean-
you can use Michelle.
No.
I tried to convince Andy to just post this picture, but
I posted mine.
Your
Yep,
picture was glorious, Mr. Penguin. I have to say.
I know, right?
it was good. Neil trying to slide into everybody's DMs now.
Iron, did you see this news about cities skylines?
Oh, yes, and I will actually. I'm gonna talk about that one, and then one. I think that was announced actually maybe last week, but I missed it, so I am gonna talk about it.
I was just making sure.
Hey, Iron, you want more reason to get an Xbox?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Surviving Mars is on Game Pass.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I
I
heard
haven't
about
played.
that.
I haven't played it yet, but
What is surviving Mars? Enlighten me, please.
it is.
What's up, Steel? Hey, Jacket.
So
Hey,
it
Quail.
it is a kind of
Uh,
like a city builder, but
It is
on Mars.
Yeah, basically, it says it's a sci-fi settlement builder all about colonizing Mars and surviving the process. Choose a space agency for resources and financial support before determining a location for your colony. Build domes and infrastructure, research new possibilities, and utilize drones to unlock more elaborate ways to shape and expand your settlement. So it's like City
Interesting.
Skylines, but on Mars. You have to kind of adapt to the fact that you're on Mars. No oxygen, none of this, none of that. So
That does sound fairly interesting.
Yeah,
it's my kind of game.
I'm gonna download it and try it just because I get it for free with Game Pass
I keep meaning to dive into Appalachia. I have plans to do that this week. Maybe later on today for a stream.
in 76.
Yeah, let those country roads take me home. Because they've been patching the hell out of it.
Take me home.
Well, Quail, it would be buying an Xbox for more than just one game.
But see, it kind of sucks too. It's like, why isn't it on? Like, why can't I do it on the PC too? There's Surviving Mars is on PC.
But it's not in the Windows Store. It's not
Because-
a Play Anywhere game.
No, it's because Paradox doesn't want to deal with Windows. At least not on the Windows Store anyway. I mean, okay, let's put it this way: it's the same people that made City Skylines.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
That's an interesting story that I'll bring up. It's a little tidbit, not much, but just interesting. I got a couple of things that I'm looking at real quick. I'm zipping through.
We'll save State of Play for the end.
Well, State of Play had some interesting stuff in it.
Yeah. I probably will on the next sale, Quail. Or I can just buy it direct from the Paradox site.
I mean, yeah, that's also an option.
I'm still very
I
hungry.
got one thing pulled up, and it's It's one that's probably more interesting to Mike and myself. Maybe Iron if he wants to get on board with this. But there's like an article up. It's like 21 new details on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, including a list of the 27 playable characters that have already been revealed. So I don't know if you've seen this list, Mike, but we can talk about it.
I have not.
Yeah, you guys can
Oh,
talk
good.
about that. I'll listen.
I've got it pulled up. You'll listen, and then you'll want to play it with us, okay?
Quite possibly.
I mean, it's a Switch game, so that it's got that going for it.
That's true. Are you ready to
Dude,
start?
I need to get me one of those waterproof Kindles.
A waterproof Kindle.
Yeah, you didn't know they had waterproof Kindles?
Well, no, but why would you need one?
Because then you can like lay in the tub, or you can go lay in the pool on like a floaty raft thing.
And if you fall asleep, you don't have to worry about it.
Thank you. Bork, bork. Borkity, bork, bork. No, Pros, it's a Switch game. Pros, it's in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series, which is fucking awesome.
Bye, Mike. Now we can talk bad about him. Quick, fire him now.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Go upstairs. You jerk.
I love it's like, go upstairs, then the dog is like, no.
I don't know why he bothered to get up.
To open it. Yeah, it's probably bothered to sit down. That's the real question.
Leave him alone.
Oh, that's another one I want to talk about. Okay, I've got some stuff.
Weird dogs. Oh, you're done. Lay back down, collies.
All right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 things. 4 things to talk about.
4? Alright, that works.
Technically 5 if I want to tell you all about how I really enjoyed Detective Pikachu.
I kind of want to listen to that, but I also don't just because I'm going to see it here in like 4 hours, 5 hours.
Well, I mean, we already discussed the scene with, Psyduck shooting up heroin, so.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, are we ready to get this show on the road?
Oh, yep.
Hold on. Let me take a drink real quick.
Whoa.
I am recording audio.
Alright.
I am also recording audio. I'm not going to give any spoilers, Quail.
Okay, yep. It's coming out of the snowball. Alright,
I have my moment every week.
2, 1. That hurt.
So,
Welcome everybody to episode 13.
there
I
you
was waiting
go.
for it.
Done.
Episode 13.
Joke is over.
Yep, joke's over. Of the Lunarcast, the new class. I am your host, Iron. With me, as always, is Mike. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good.
And we have Penguin from twitch.tv/Mr. Penguin Von Penguin. How are you, sir?
I'm good, but if you ask Shinron, I should be running this shit right now. I should be the lead talent over in this place.
If you ask
Shenron
Shenron,
said so.
if you ask Shenron, I should have Sonic Mania, but you know.
Shenron's a hack.
All I hear is his word is law. And now there's no law. The law is broken, apparently. He also seems to have an obsession in the Not Safe for Work channel, but that's a jacket thing. Won't stop.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
13 episodes.
How about them Vigi games?
Yeah, how about them video
Yeah, video games and movies and all kinds of stuff. Woo.
13 episodes doing this. I believe that's actually halfway to our longest running podcast.
Didn't we say that the longest running one was like 24 episodes or something?
Something like that, yeah. It's like 24 or 25, something like that, I think. I'm not positive.
Can't quit now. Got to break the record.
Yeah. So, this week, there was a couple big things happening this week, which we'll get to later, such as the State of Play and Ghost Recon. We all have a little bit of news. one story came out about a day or so ago. A new Pokemon game is coming to mobile in less than a year, so most likely anytime before March 2020. During an early earnings call, they talked about it says to launch a new and exciting smartphone game this fiscal year based on the global popularity of Pokemon franchise in partnership with the Pokemon Company. So I don't think it's going to be like a Go follow up kind of thing. It's just going to be its own thing.
If it's more like a mainline Pokemon game, I'd be on board.
They won't do it as like a mainline Pokemon game. That won't happen. It's probably like one of the stories I read was like it's probably going to be kind of along the lines of like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, maybe a Tamagotchi-esque Pokemon game where you get a Pokemon and you have to decorate their room and raise them and not let them die.
Or it could be, or just going with the kind of the obvious answer, it could be a card battler.
Ooh.
Or hear me out.
I'd be happy with that.
It's going to be a port of that N64 classic Hey You Pikachu.
Oh, that'd be better.
Or
Pokemon Snap.
That's what I was about to say. What if we're finally getting a new Pokemon Snap and it's just in the real world?
It's all AR based.
You know who would absolutely just be ready for that?
Joey Noel.
Because Joey Noel. I'm in another Discord, and which Joey Noel's in there, and every once in a while she's just like, "Can we please get Pokemon Snap?" I just want Pokemon Snap.
Next up, a little bit more Nintendo. They have announced their E3 kind of lineup. It says starting on 6/8 with the World Championships for Smash Brothers Ultimate and Splatoon 2.
Don't care.
Yeah. Then be sure to follow along during the days of the show to find our latest news. And so pretty much the Nintendo Direct will be on June 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So that would be...
So by 9:30 we should have official details on Metroid Prime 4. Or we
more details on Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Riot. We don't need more details on that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. You know what? No. This is what they're gonna do. During this conference, we're gonna see like probably we're gonna see what the evolutions of the starters look like.
Ooh.
That's probably that's probably the next thing they show, and probably the last thing they really show before the game actually comes out.
I was gonna say there really isn't that much more for them to show on that.
Yeah, usually though that you see the evolutions of the starters before the game hits.
The evolutions of the starters, they might kind of explain how the gym battles are going to work because they seemed a little different, or they were like massive, they were a lot bigger or something. I don't know.
I really hope that like they have a full on like Pokemon League tournament. That'd be great. Or hear me out. Lunar Castaways Pokemon League.
Oh snaps! That's good.
I'm just saying we could have a Pokemon League tournament.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you then have a gym leader that everyone has to try to beat?
Oh no! Everybody just comes in with their team. And like it could be like rules like no legendaries, just standard Pokemon. And we come in and you guys set the tournament bracket up, and we just have ourselves a Lunar Castaways Pokemon League tournament. And then the winner can forever be the first ever Lunar Castaways Pokemon champion, probably the only ever Lunar Castaways Pokemon League champion.
It's kind of like the Smash Brothers, like Spidey J is the first and probably only Smash Brother champion that we're gonna have.
We'll see.
I'm trying to think though, like what other things may be coming to this direct. I think we'll probably see more about Animal Crossing. I think that's a given.
We have to see something on Metroid Prime 4.
I'm sure there's got to be something at this point. It's been a while. It's been a long time.
Metroid Prime 4 has been canceled.
God damn it.
Probably a Metroid Prime trilogy re-release on Switch.
Oh, I would buy that immediately.
Well, here's the catch. You will buy it immediately because they'll be like available now.
I will buy that immediately, and then it will be the only thing I stream.
I Other than that, like I don't know what else Nintendo's going to be doing for that. I don't have a lot of feelings towards what
Yeah,
they're going to get.
it's really kind
Maybe
of tough. Most
maybe
of
a
the big
Mario
ones.
Kart sequel finally,
Oh God,
I think it's too early for that.
or
Honestly,
maybe they're finally going to announce that the board game mode for Mario Party is going online.
oh my god, that would be
they're gonna
fantastic.
finally announce DLC for Mario Party.
The one game that hasn't gotten anything, Mario fucking Aces gets updates, and all these other games get updates, but like Mario Party's just over here like.
Yeah, if they
For those of you who are listening, I made a funny face.
online Mario Party, like the actual board game, would be fantastic.
Oh, it'd be great. Jen's actually wanted to play it. We were gonna play it yesterday, I guess, but she was like, "Are we gonna play that on stream?" I was like, "No, it's Friday. It's Mike's stream now." She was like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, we're flexible. You could
I
have
know,
played if you
well,
wanted to.
yeah, it's fine. It's not like me and her can't play it any other time, so. But we do enjoy
Your
it.
story.
So a couple of side stories that I missed one. I forgot when they announced this. The makers of Planet Coaster are making Planet Zoo.
I saw that, and I'm in on it 1000%.
Yep, it is.
That's
Basically,
that's
it's,
Frontier, right?
Yeah, it's Frontier Development. Same people that make like Elite Dangerous and that.
He knows.
For people
He
that
knows.
don't sit there and people are listening and that don't know. I know Mike knows. Yeah, it's Frontier Developments. They were actually the people that worked
He
on.
knows.
They worked on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 that also had animals in it, and people were really kind of annoyed that one, Frontier was ditched for Roller Coaster Tycoon World, and two, that Roller Coaster Tycoon World, or Planet Coaster for that matter, doesn't have animals in it. Well, now we know why.
I mean, is it really a bad thing that they got ditched for Roller Coaster Tycoon World? Look what they did.
Oh God, it was, yeah. Tycoon World was just a mess. Atari
Although-
completely fucked that up.
Although I will say, what's going to happen when I have 10,000 antelope on my screen? Where are my frame rates going to go?
5. I really do hope this game is more optimized than Planet Coaster.
Yeah.
Planet Coaster, the problem that Planet Coaster has is that there's so many moving parts.
So let me ask this: if you were to play Planet Coaster, like the I guess the quote unquote right way, where you just steadily build up your park, does the frame rate still go to shit, or is it just when you put in?
By the end of it,
No, once
yeah,
once your park is
Okay.
built up, it's trashed.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a thing, like, they've optimized the game as best they could, but for all the moving parts and everything that they have in there, it's just so difficult. I mean, you got, once you get like 5,000 people and you got like 10 coasters running, all these rides.
Well, you got to remember
stalls,
too, like in the back end, like for those coasters to work, everything that moves in a roller coaster is moving in the game too. Like it's doing all that power. So I understand why it happens, which is why I have hi little buddy, my little cat friend who just wants pets. I figure for this one it won't be as bad because they won't have to have the like math that makes the roller coasters run properly and stuff and the rides run. It's just gonna be a bunch of animals running around. I can't wait to put lions in with like elephants and stuff. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Safari park.
And make ligers.
Ligers. I am excited for it though. The other game that I kind of delve into that Penguin brought up, wasn't really thinking about it. City Skylines is getting another DLC pack, a college. They're gonna call it campus.
We're going to college, kids.
So pretty much.
Oh boy.
The City Skylines, all their DLCs and that, they just kind of they hone in on one specific thing and they just flesh it out. Like mass transit, it made it to where you could do much more intricate things with your transit systems. Granted, there's a mod that can even go even deeper. Industries kind of delved deeper into actual picking and choosing very specific things in that instead of just
let me just tell you though, like anytime I see like I get that they're fleshing these things out, but anytime I see a developer that is just like, this DLC pack is very specifically only for this one thing, and then we're going to do another one very specifically for this one thing, it screams cash grab to me.
Oh yeah, it's totally a cash grab in that, but
I mean,
people
and
are okay with it because
to be fair, one of my favorite games does the same goddamn thing, and that's American Truck Sim, where the initial game only had Arizona, California, Nevada, and then they added New Mexico, which you had to pay for separately, and then they added Oregon, which you had to pay for separately, and they're about to release Washington, which you have to pay for separately.
yeah.
So I get it.
See, the nice thing though with like cities, when it goes on sale, and it's on sale a lot, the base game costs $7.50.
And how much does each DLC cost?
You can usually get them for about $12. 10 to $12. It doesn't take them long to go on sale. Usually
I think I
about
have
2
After
months.
Dark.
So this college expansion that they're coming out with, does it also come with years of soul crushing debt?
Possibly,
Do I get a degree if I play it?
if only.
These are the burning questions we need to know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are kind of like meh. It's not as like revamped as the industries, mass transit, park life, and green cities. Those were huge updates. Like campus is just kind of like cool. I can make a bigger campus. I can give them a sports team. I can do like that's really kind of the way it looks like and everything. It's not.
Well, so my thing is this: like, it doesn't sound like this one is all that game changing.
It's not. This
Green
one,
City,
th-
Green
this,
Cities, it offered new like power options for your cities and stuff. I assume, right?
yeah. It offered all green energy alternatives.
Mass transit clearly changed the way that you handle transit in the game, but I feel like they're taking the wrong approach.
Yeah.
And Iron's like, this is a side story, but now we dive into it because that's what we do here.
Yeah.
I mean, but look at like the Civ approach to things. Like Civ fundamentally changes the game every time they put out an expansion. Like Rise and Fall changed the game, right?
Yeah,
and then Gathering Storm. Yeah, and then Gathering Storm came out and was like, here's motherfucking global climate change. Your cities can be sucked into the ocean. Here's giant hurricanes. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Pretty much.
But this one doesn't. I don't know. I feel like you're like it comes off as too cash grabby. Like a Civ expansion is $40, but I get my $40 out of it. I usually get 9 new civs and a bunch of new leaders and goddamn a game changing mechanic. With this, I don't know. I think like I said, I think I own After Dark because I think I got it in a Humble Bundle.
Yep, it came with After Dark.
And I already own Cities, and I haven't played it in a while, and I haven't been good at a city management game since like SimCity 2.
Yeah, I mean the best, the only things I could really ever do in city building games is load up like a pre-built city and then cause all of the natural disasters, and just see how it falls apart.
Oh my god, SimCity when you bring in like the alien, it just hovers and it's like.
And they'll even take like cows and everything. Yeah, I mean you can still call. Oh yeah, they did add DLC and natural disasters, but that was because it wasn't ready at game launch. They tried to push out.
Was it a free DLC or did you have to pay for it?
I think you had to pay for it. Yeah.
So it sounds to me like at least with that's definitely a cash grab because if SimCity has disasters built into it, come on, City Skylines.
Their big thing though was like trying to push out cities as fast as they could because SimCity came out at the same time, like that revamped one, and it was dog shit.
Well, it's that, and they don't even offer like a season pass or anything like that where.
No, you just buy like the deluxe editions or something like that. Like.
Yeah, but that doesn't come with all the DLC, right?
I'll tell you in a second.
It just comes with like extra things.
Let's
get this exclusive building only in the deluxe edition.
Get a bonus $50,000 to start your city.
Oh, that's
I
part of
could have
the
done that with cheat codes.
Right.
that's University campus.
See, like that's the thing I like about Elite Dangerous is so they had their the game came out, and then for I think it was for year 2 they came out with the Horizons expansion, which actually added in like being able to land on the planets and go out in like a buggy and stuff like that. So that was a paid DLC, but then for the 3rd year they just did free updates for everyone. So they're constantly like adding stuff as far when progressing the story essentially, but it's not like, oh, go buy this ship, or all of the ships and stuff are available to everyone as long as you have the in-game money for it.
Yeah. Man, that Elite Dangerous has a crazy as shit economy though. Like wow. Like they do economic studies based on Elite Dangerous.
I wish I could get well Elite Dangerous isn't as bad as like Eve. Eve is the one that's like crazy, like you need a you need like a freaking spreadsheet to do your economy stuff.
But they have all these games like that where they can do economic studies and things like that, which is really cool. Video games are useful, kids. And don't you ever let your mom tell you they're not.
Yeah, let's see. They've released
700 expansions. They're all $12 a piece, and none of them are bundled together. Anyways, we really need to off this.
Yeah, we'll keep moving on.
Let's move on.
Yeah, keep on keeping on.
EA Access is finally launched on the PS4 in July. It's been exclusive to Xbox for quite a while. It's finally coming to PlayStation. Apparently, Sony wants to play nice, or the exclusivity deal ended.
Knew it was going to happen
at some point
eventually.
Now, it is worth noting that they won't have as many games as the Xbox because of backwards compatibility stuff.
And then I believe it's the same pricing model, $5 a month or $30 for the year.
Not bad, but that gives you access to last year's sports games, though, right? Not this year's.
I think this year's are included in that.
But do you get them at launch, like on Origin Premiere on PC, or is it like down the road?
No, I think it says for now the only upcoming title scheduled to come to EA Access.
5 or 6 months after, says Steel Eye. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that's cool because I might want to plunk down my $5 and actually play the NHL game for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So. Next up, Ghost Recon Breakpoint gameplay revealed, release date announced. The Wildlands sequel will be available October 4th. On PC, Xbox One, PS4. It will follow the same kind of formula as Wildlands by allowing 4-player co-op across its stealth, action-focused open world. It will also launch with an as-yet unspecified PvP mode. They will eventually get to doing raids and things like that.
No one cares about PvP. Just give us our co-op.
But it is basically a sequel to Wildlands because it says it catches up with the Wildlands team leader, Nomad.
So. Okay, cool. Nice. Catches up with team leader. Done. That's all I need to know. I haven't completely played through Wildlands. I don't need the spoilers for it.
No, you're fine. Nope.
I need to make sure I have it downloaded on my PS4.
We just started replaying, playing it as well. So.
Yeah. And then just the setting. It's on a Pacific island.
I saw. It's on like its own separate island thing.
Yeah.
Which is good because like
Ghost.
John Barenthal is the bad guy.
Yep.
Who just got introduced in like a special operation in Wildlands this week.
Oh, Operation Oracle.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is, once again, goddamn Shane is ruining people's days.
Right.
I mean, I like Ghost Recon Wildlands. I think it's smart of them to place the new one in a fictional island, because there was a lot of blowback.
Being in Bolivia.
Yeah. Being in Bolivia and being about what it was. even though, quite frankly, I don't personally care. It makes sense for what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason games like Just Cause are set in fictional countries
Yeah,
No.
like
that look
GTA.
an awful lot like real countries. You
Yeah,
just give them a different name.
pretty much.
No.
Like, imagine if GTA was actually set in LA, New York City, Vegas. Like, man, that would cause so many fucking problems.
I mean, technically they
They are.
are.
Yeah,
They
it's
just
a
rename the
name.
city.
Yeah, so.
So I'm gonna go a bit off course here, real quick. I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. Just steering over. So because they announced Wildlands now, if we don't get a goddamn Splinter Cell announcement at E3, I may have to murder someone. Give me Splinter Cell.
I think that's happening.
Rant
I think
over.
that's happening.
There's got to be.
There's no reason it wouldn't be happening. I mean, you had Sam Fisher appeared in Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah.
Like they've been building up to.
But
it.
you also had the Predator appear in Wildlands too.
And now there's a new Predator game. But we'll talk about that.
We will talk about that. That's a tease for everyone.
It is. So outside of that, that is all the stories aside from the big one, which I'll hold on to till the end.
Mike, what do you have? Do you have anything for us?
I'm trying to
Story
think.
wise?
Trying to think. I don't think so. No, I don't really have any big stories. I think we've covered most everything I wanted to talk about.
Fair.
All right.
I know you got some.
I have a few things. Number one, Sega has bought a developer.
I missed
Sega.
that one.
Sega
Sega has acquired the Two Point Studios, the developers for 2 Point Hospital, which I still want to play. But yeah, so Sega building up their roster a little bit, trying to bolster things out. That looks like they're the quote from it says it's a landmark step for 2 Point Studios, and we're thrilled to be joining the Sega family. We're looking forward to executing the next phase of our plans as we continue to evolve 2 Point County. So it sounds like they're going to be branching out from the hospitals, maybe into a full-fledged something or other. So there's that. I wanted to touch on that because looks like I said, Sega's trying to position themselves to be a little bit stronger. So Sega Dreamcast 2 win.
The same time an actual good Sonic game after Mania comes out.
I like how you said that, and then you're sipping that water like Kermit sipping that tea. What's up?
Yep.
Another story that I wanted to talk about. It says researchers at Stanford University have discovered that people who played Pokemon as children in the 90s might share a small region of the brain where all that information is held, according to a new study.
Oh, you're damn right I do.
It says that people who played a lot of Pokemon in their childhood from around 95 to 98 were studied against people who don't know Pokemon at all. When shown images of Pokemon from the original Game Boy game mixed in with other stimuli, a specific region of Pokemon players' brains lit up consistently in response to the Pokemon.
I could probably do the first 2 generations. After that, I'm out.
Basically all they did was they showed them a picture, and then a spot in their brain lit up that did not light up in other people's brains. So Pokemon has literally changed our brains.
I'm okay with that.
Just saying.
I'm still okay with it.
Thought it was a cool little story.
That is. I do remember hearing about that. I didn't read too much into it.
Fortnite Season 9 has started. It's Cyberpunk.
I think I might play this. I don't know.
Meh.
Let me know if you want to play. Well, get it on Switch where we can wreck people's faces, okay?
I think I have it. I had it downloaded on Switch at one point. I don't know if I deleted it or not, but
Yeah, just let me know. Basically, it's kind of cyberpunky. They destroyed Tilted Towers with the volcano and then replaced it with Neo Tilted, which has these like little slipstream things around it that you can jump in.
I kind of regret not jumping in for the Avengers stuff, but I
missed it too.
I'm down for anything in the future.
So all right. There was one disturbing thing that happened. Every season starts with a cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the cinematic for season 9, they showed Jonesy, which is one of the default skins. The volcano was erupting. He was running for his life along with Peely the banana. They ran into a bunker. And basically they're hanging out and they're having fun because there's arcade games and DJ equipment and stuff in the bunker. And then they go to open the fridge and there's no food.
Oh no.
Oh,
So,
damn.
and then you see Jonesy looking at Peely, and then they cut to the bunker door being opened by some people, and Jonesy has a smoothie, and inside the smoothie you can see Peely's face, and you're like, oh no. I was hoping it was just on the cup, but he's walking out, he takes a sip, and it shows you like Neo tilted, and the eyes and stuff inside are blinking and it's smiling, and you're like, oh god, he's still alive.
Oh my
Really
god.
weird.
That's dark.
Very, very Fortnite-esque though.
Yeah. I always do enjoy
So
like the little like reveal trailer, like cinematic things. They're always, kind of amusing.
the skins for this season aren't as strong, but
Puppy problems.
puppy problems. Yeah, the skins for this season aren't as strong, I don't think, but still interesting. Uh,
I think
he's
he
muted.
said I'll be right back.
He did say, "I'll be right back." I did read that off of his face and his lips there. But they've so some of the changes that they've made, they vaulted the pump shotgun but brought out a combat shotgun that's semi-auto and holds 10 shells. There's some cool harvesting tools this season. And they have a robot kitty pet, which I want. Outside of that, I'm not super fond of the skins, but it's okay.
I mean,
I've been waiting for Mike to come back, and I wanted Mike to put in his earphones because I have one more story I want to talk about before we get to the big one. And that is IGN has a news story up, and it's 21 new details on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. And since we're only at like the 30-minute mark, we've got plenty of time to talk about this before we get to the big story.
Yes, we do.
I also remembered one story before the big story.
Oh, go ahead. Go talk about yours because this one's probably longer.
So mine is, so it's coming up on the 10th anniversary of Minecraft. And
Oh yeah.
So what they did this week, and I'm going to switch over to my other display here,
Are you gonna show us the browser?
is they put the original Minecraft from 2009, I believe, in a browser.
That's
so
crazy.
you can
didn't
walk
see that.
around, you can take your dirt. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little weird as far as placing things. You can see how far Minecraft has come in the many years.
Yeah, that looks.
Does it make you really appreciate where it is now?
Oh yeah. Like just the bright texture, like everything's a little more dull as far as colors go. But yeah, I mean this is where it started, and now look where we are.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah. So that's all I had.
All right. So yeah, I didn't mess with that because I'm like, no, I have Minecraft now. Why do I want to go touch the OG version? Fuck that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Mike, I know you're super excited for this because I am, because I loved the first two. Even though I refused to buy the ones that they put out on PS4 because apparently they're janky as fuck from what I read. So they've got some details. One is the currently announced playable characters list, which will expand. There's been 27 characters announced so far. Black Panther, Black Widow, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Crystal, Daredevil, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, Drax, Falcon, Gamora, Hulk, Iron Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, Nightcrawler, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Rocket and Groot, which is a single playable character in game.
As it should be.
Scarlet Witch, Spider-Gwen, Star-Lord, Storm, Thor, Venom, Wasp, and Wolverine. Those are all named. And if Wasp is there, you can damn sure bet Ant-Man's going to be there.
The only one I'm not familiar with is Crystal.
Let's see.
Is that like a X-Men? One of them X-Mens?
Crystal is a fictional superhero that first appeared in Fantastic Four.
Okay.
She's a member of the subspecies of humans known as the Inhumans.
Okay, Inhuman. All right, that's cool.
So she's part of the Inhumans. Other things. It says when characters are introduced, a pop-up word graphic of the character's name and a description of the character appears, and then they have a subsequent brief tutorial section so you understand how you can integrate them. Teams gain attributes from certain compositions, like a Women of Marvel, Web Warriors, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Wisecracking Warriors, Femme Fatales, things like that. So they have specific team dynamics.
Normal team up stuff that they had in the. I think they had that kind of stuff in the first two games as well.
I knew that you could do combined powers. I don't know if they necessarily had like buffs and stuff for team composition. I can't remember.
I think they might have. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played those because those were PS3 360 era games.
Each character brings their own general style of attack and specialties, obviously. Individual characters have stat menus displaying available attacks, hero traits, and more. They have an alliance enhancement system, which is a web of upgrades that applies to the whole team.
That's good.
Similar to the sphere grid in Final Fantasy X.
Hopefully not as confusing.
Hopefully. Characters can level up individually as well. You can also... It says ISO 8 lets players tweak a character's fighting capabilities with equipable isotopes that are dropped during challenging encounters.
Okay.
4 characters are always on screen at a time. Even solo or duo players can level 4 characters at once.
Yeah, I'm 100% in on this game.
I'm trying to see. Obviously, the synergy attacks are back. Extreme attacks are triggered with L and R when the EX gauge is powered up. Heavies, mini bosses, and boss characters typically demonstrate an additional trait via purple stagger gauge. Something about Infinity Trials.
As long as this game is essentially Diablo but with Marvel characters, I'm in.
It does also say Mark Sumerak, recognized for writing all ages Marvel titles, wrote the story.
Yeah. I'm in.
Trying to see if there's anything else about it.
Is it July yet?
No, sadly.
Damn it.
Okay, yeah. So basically, we're getting what's probably going to be the Ultimate Alliance game that we've been waiting for to come back, and we can all be happy campers, right? Even Iron, we just gotta convince Iron to play with us too.
I mean, I'll keep looking into it, and that it does sound interesting from what you were saying in that. So,
if you can find the Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 like pack on sale for PS4, it might be worth grabbing just to kind of get a feel for it.
right?
This one's obviously going to have some tweaks, but
Well, yeah.
like honestly, like teaming up and using 2 characters' abilities together and all that, I'm really excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, to get that feeling again, because I'm going to tell you now, I honestly haven't played a Marvel game that scratched that Marvel itch. Outside of, to an extent, the one that was on PS4 that got shut down, the MMO-esque one.
Oh, the Marvel Heroes?
Yeah, oh, it's thundering outside. Cool. Yeah, Marvel Heroes sort of scratched that itch for me.
Oh shit! She
Yeah.
was outside the door.
You played yourself. But I'm gonna be really pissed if Squirrel Girl is not in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, because she was my go-to in Marvel Heroes. Squirrel Girl for life, yo. She also better be introduced in the next phase of Marvel movies, or we riot.
Or we riot.
Be prepared to riot.
Anyways, that covers everything for me.
All
So
right.
let's talk about that big story, Iron.
So the big story of the week was PlayStation held their State of Play on Thursday. They announced a number of things. I'll just go through the list and then we can kind of touch on everything. Predator Hunting Grounds was revealed. Medieval is coming on October 25th. Another trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Away the Survival Series is shown, introducing Riverblood, a voxel shoot and slash featuring indie crossovers, and a Monster Hunter World DLC Iceborne is coming on September 6th.
I
So
care
all of those
about
games-
half of those.
All of those
Yeah.
games have a distinct lack of Squirrel Girl.
Oh, well,
Start
I,
there.
I mean, Away the Survival series did feature a flying squirrel.
That's actually a sugar glider. It's not a flying squirrel. They're different.
I tried, guys.
You tried. Well, so,
So Predator
think-
Hunting Grounds is made by the people, if I remember right, who made the Friday the 13th game.
Yes.
It
my
is
understanding.
it is a PlayStation exclusive, so they're not hopefully not going to have all of the jank that Friday the 13th had. And from what I saw, it is essentially a 4-on-1
Yeah,
game.
asymmetrical.
One person
multiplayer.
plays the Predator, the other people play Marines or whatever.
If what I saw, what they were talking about, because I read the article on the PlayStation blog about it afterwards. It seems like the way each mission starts out is the people who are controlling the military forces have an AI objective they're trying to complete.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a thing that they're supposed to go do, and the Predator is stalking them. So
Yeah.
whoever's slaying the Predator is stalking, and then when the Predator engages, the AI objective goes to shit, and they have to fight the Predator.
I'm kind of liking it.
Now,
I
if-
like
I'm kinda
the idea
in
of
it.
So
If it's
I'm
done well.
I'm kind of thinking Left 4 Dead, kind of as far as the military side of it goes, with the Predator in there. The one thing I want to know is like, if you're playing the Predator, could you like pick off one person, and then like back off, and then they go back to their AI objective, or is it once you attack them, their mission is now take out the Predator?
I think once they're attacked, that it becomes take out the Predator.
See, I don't know if I like that. I'd rather it just be like, as the Predator, I can pick off someone here, and then like maybe strategize, and as they're going back to completing their mission, I take out someone else, and
I mean,
you
there
know,
might be a mode for that.
hopefully.
Maybe I didn't see anything. But yeah.
Now,
Because if it just turns in, if they like have an objective, and then once I attack them, it just turns into, well, kill the Predator, then then you're looking at essentially what Evolve was. and-
bonus points if you actually know what the name of the species of the Predator is.
Nope.
The Predator.
They're Yucha.
Is that in the blog?
I know this because I'm super nerdy in such a way that I used to play on Mushes and Muds and Moos and stuff, which are text-based games that
Mhm.
you use like a telnet client for, and I used to play on one, and it was an Aliens versus Predators one, and they're called Yucha, and they go up against xenomorphs, which are the alien species, so they gotta have a name. They're an alien species, but neither of you get bonus points. I'm sorry.
Dang it.
Oh well.
I don't know how they're gonna completely set it up. I just know that it starts with them going for an AI objective, and if we can pick one off and then they back off and they have to keep going for that, that's really cool. I hope that's at least a mode that they have in there.
Right.
I'm wondering, like, is it going to be something where like they're not the soldiers aren't just generic. Are we going to get to play? Is it going to be kind of like Friday the 13th, where you play as archetypes, or like, is Arnold Schwarzenegger going to be one of the characters? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like you have like classes where each person has a different set of weapons or something like that.
Like, do I get to be Jesse the Body Ventura and grab the Gatling gun off the goddamn helicopter?
That'd be nice.
That's what I want, you know?
That's all I
Give me
want.
what I want. And I think this actually spells bad news for anybody who thought more was coming for Friday the 13th, because they already were having problems with the license.
Well, I
Yeah.
think they
Hopefully they
already
fix that this time around.
I think they already established that they weren't able to do any more updates for the game because of the lawsuit and the licensing and stuff like that
Yeah, I
that
know
was
they said
going
they
on.
couldn't add content, but I think this spells doom for the game in general. Just, I don't even think there's going to work on bug fixes or anymore from here on out.
Yeah, I
I think
think
they're just like, you know what, fuck it, Predator, here we go.
I think this is a response to I'm if I had to guess and make assumptions, this game is the result of all of the licensing snafus they had with Friday the 13th.
Well, quite frankly, I'm more interested in Predator. Depending on how they set it up, I'd be more interested in Predator, because the environments can be more diverse.
And with it
Yeah.
being a Sony Interactive Studios, you know, like a basically a first party game,
Mm-hmm.
I doubt they're gonna run into any of the licensing issues that they had with Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, Sony's gonna be able to take care of all of that.
Because originally
sure.
Friday the 13th was just supposed to be like a spiritual successor type game. And then I think Adam Sessler's publishing company came in and actually got them the Friday the 13th license.
Yeah, I think that there's not going to be an issue here as far as the licensing goes, because Sony already has deals in place with the movie studios.
Mm-hmm.
With a deal with the Marvel stuff. And Marvel is owned by Walt Disney, and now 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney. So I see that there wouldn't be too much issue of a crossover there.
Right.
So look forward to also having
just,
Marvel characters here in
They
Predator.
sneak the form for this in with all the with the Marvel stuff, and
Right,
they're
they're
just
like,
sitting there
this
signing
is-
away.
No, this was probably something where they've been talking about this for a while, and the merger just happens to help it grease the wheels a little.
Right.
Probably.
Which is fine by me, because that means that you're not necessarily going to see any terrible like licensing issues, like Mike said. I think it'll be fine. I'll be really interested to see. Obviously, like, they're going to have to come up with new like classes for the Predator side,
Yeah.
different skins and different abilities that play out. Like, because I don't know how much you know about like Predator lore, but there's this whole thing where like young predators get dropped off on a planet to hunt, and they're only given really basic shit. So
Mhm.
do you get one predator that's just a young predator that's only got really basic shit, and then an advanced predator that's got all the really cool shit? Like, I want to know how that's going to play out, and I'm interested.
Well, it sounds like it's just one person, so
Yeah, it's predator. You only get one predator
right.
in a match. So
Now-
like,
But he's
but what
saying,
I'm saying
like,
is like
because I'm, like,
abilities.
Like Friday the 13th, like the
Different Jasons have different abilities.
Right.
yeah.
It's possible. I could also see them doing a kind of reversing it where you get maybe multiple predators, and then maybe multiple, like maybe make more of a PvP mode where you do aliens versus predators.
So you ever play
See
those
that.
games? The
I did.
FPSs.
I did.
They were good. I used to love playing as the xenomorphs in that, because they were really cool.
And you could do the head
Yeah.
chomp.
So
Yeah.
I will say this though. I will tell you this. When they first started that trailer, my brain was like, SOCOM, 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 not SOCOM. So I had that build up, and then I saw the Predator. And I was like, oh, it's a Predator game. But then I had that twinge of disappointment when I was like, it's not SOCOM.
It's not. All right,
It's not.
moving on. Medieval.
Yep.
It's just another
I've been-
another remake.
I've been in on it. I already knew I was gonna buy it. Medieval has more place in my heart than Spyro and Crash Bandicoot.
See,
All right.
I'm the opposite. Spyro is number one for me, so it's a shame that I still haven't gotten the trilogy.
Well,
I need
Yeah.
to do that, but
Crash was
Uh,
mine, so
so the thing is this, like, the first game I ever played on PlayStation via demo disc was Medieval. It really set the bar for me,
mm-hmm.
and I'm so happy to have Sir Daniel Fortescue back.
Yes.
I
And
mean,
I really hope
you had him in All Stars.
you did. I
Did
know
I-
that.
Did
but
anyone play that game?
I did. I did touch it on it a little bit.
I did.
But I feel like what this is leading to, all these remasters are leading to direct sequels for these games, and I'm
God,
really
I hope so.
excited. We're gonna get a new Crash, we're gonna get a new Spyro, and now it looks like we're gonna get a new Medieval.
Well, and we're getting Crash Team Racing.
Oh yeah, Crash Team Racing is gonna be legit. I loved it. I
I'm
loved it
hyped
when it
for
was
that.
out.
I'm gonna
Sounds-
end up getting like the deluxe version or something like that.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation. I gotta get it on
Um,
PlayStation 2 because it's home on PlayStation. I'll
Well,
eventually
I
get it
mean,
on
you
Switch,
I think you get more stuff on the PlayStation version too.
probably, but I'll end up getting
But-
it probably on Switch too, just because I want to take it wherever wherever to go
Well, but for Switch I have Mario Kart, so I don't need a
play.
racing game.
That's true.
I'd rather get Crash Team Racing on PlayStation. I think that's where I'll end up getting it. And I do need to get the Spyro trilogy as well because
Same.
that was like Nick's childhood game, and I actually just need to buy it for him and for myself as well. I
See,
might just
what-
go on PlayStation Network and buy it
What
digitally.
what I need to do is, so we have all of the Jack and Daxter remakes. We have the Crash remakes. I wish they would release the Ratchet and Clank collection on PS4
Hmm.
so that we could replay that. But just go through and replay all those like classic PS1, PS2 era games that were just so good.
Toomba win. Great Fencer Musashi win.
Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. Did anyone ever play? God, I can't remember the name of it now. It was like Wild 9 or something like that. Is
Nine,
one
wow.
of those crazy PlayStation games. Anyways, speaking of PlayStation games, Final Fantasy VII remake. Anyone?
Okay,
I'm not a Final Fantasy person, so you know.
so you don't like RPGs. So this isn't about you. You say anyone, Mike, like you're like not about this at all. Period.
I'm not a fan of the active battle systems.
Yeah. Okay. So I see what you're. Yeah, that is a concern. I was hoping that they would keep the original battle system in place, like that turn-based one that they did, because it's really good.
Yeah, like if
Where
they
it
if
built
they
up-
took the original turn-based, like if they basically just took the game and remade it with updated visuals and all that stuff, then I'd be in. But I just don't like the active battle systems in Final Fantasy games.
Well, so I'm glad we got to see a new trailer. I'm glad that they haven't abandoned the project.
Well, they did have to
However,
restart it. And
Well, yeah.
and we haven't heard anything yet on whether it's still going to be episodic or not.
I think that they heard the feedback about how people were not about it being episodic. People really don't want this to be episodic, and I think that when they started over, they probably took that into consideration. I am disappointed in the fact that they changed the battle system, but if the story's intact, if they flesh out the world a little more,
Mm-hmm.
I can be there for it. I can be there for it.
I'll probably like rent it through GameFly and give it a shot.
I'm in. I don't think we see it before. I think you're talking.
It's a 2020 game, probably.
I think you're talking March 2020, probably.
I'm thinking like 2021.
No, there's no way it's 2021.
It'll be at the latest. It'll be holiday 2020.
Are you?
I-
I'm thinking it's gonna be a PS5 game at this point.
No, there's no way. That's why I think it's early 2020. I think it's 2020 because I still think you're looking at holiday 2020 for the PS5 release.
I'm just
So-
saying, like, if they had to restart it though,
It
I mean,
could
you would
be
think they
it
would
could be
lean
a
into
cross
it.
gen game, but it's definitely
Okay.
going to come out on
It's
PS4.
definitely hitting PS4. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Um,
saying it's not going to hit PS4 because I mean they've also been building on it. But if they've had the dev kits for a while, they've had to have been building it for the PS5.
and I
Or
think what
they
they
haven't. I mean, Japanese developers are weird like that.
That's true.
I think this is probably like around March 2020, and because of the backwards compatibility that's probably coming with the PS5, you'll still be able to play it on PS5 anyway.
Yeah, true.
So the next game. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Penguin.
Oh, I was just gonna say that you know, they've shocked us before with it's Square, so there's no guarantees. But I don't think they'd be showing it now if it weren't coming relatively soon.
Right.
True.
So Away the Survival series. Did anyone even understand what this game is about?
Okay, I was confused about this game, and I was wondering about it, and I did find out that it's already listed on Steam.
Okay. Is this like Animal Battle Royale?
No. All it is, you only play as the sugar glider.
Okay.
And the whole point of the game is that you're taking the sugar glider, like Earth is really like fucked up and there's like this big giant like devastating storm brewing or whatever, and you have to escape it as the sugar glider. But you have to dodge like predators and things like that. Not the otas, but like snakes and although it might be more interesting if there were predators.
Right.
But I looked at it on Steam and I was like, this game actually looks kind of cool. It looks like it's going to be kind of an interesting story, but it's not Tokyo Jungle 2, and that's what I want. I want Tokyo Jungle 2. I've been beating that drum for years.
You're gonna keep.
I just need to pay for a month of PlayStation Now, and play Tokyo Jungle on stream.
There you go.
For people who haven't seen it,
Yeah.
so that they can help me beat the drum.
Okay, Riverbound. This game.
3D Dot Heroes 2.
When they showed this game and then it popped up on screen, couch co-op. Me and Lindsay were like, we're in. We love couch co-op games, and this looks basically like a Diablo-esque game.
With indie game characters?
With slashing and shooting and indie game characters. So yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Give me
Interesting.
the game. And then the final game that was announced, Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Okay.
Which is an expansion that supposedly has more content than the base game.
Okay.
It's pretty big. I mean, I'm not a Monster Hunter person.
So I know they announced.
Chalk, this is all for you.
I know they announced like a special edition, that comes with the base Monster Hunter World game and the Iceborne for $60.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming this is gonna be like a $40 separate purchase, if it's as much content as they're saying it is.
You might could convince me to jump in on this.
I have been thinking about getting into Monster Hunter World only because it's on Game Pass.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it just came like a month or two ago, I think.
I you know what? I saw that and I thought about it. That's right. All right, Mike, we might have to go hunt monsters.
All right.
So I, that's cool and stuff. Now let me tell you, I thought about keeping the running joke going this week, and I've been looking for a reason to fire you, Mike. But your excitement over like Marvel Ultimate Alliance this week has won me over.
All right.
Iron, your disdain for RPGs, man, you're fired, man. Fuck you. Pack your stuff, go. No, leave. Goodbye. There we go. That's better.
Oh. Oh no.
All right, you know what? You can... Iron. I'm gonna rehire you, if only because I like what you're doing in Minecraft. Your shipyard is pretty cool. Welcome back.
Woo.
And you did test out the new conference room.
You did.
Twice.
You have shown off the new conference room twice. You sacrificed 31 levels of experience. So, not only are you rehired, but come see Pangmart in game for a special prize.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
It'll probably be later, but yeah.
So speaking of Minecraft, Mr. Penguin, what have you been playing?
Some Minecraft, obviously. I have probably traveled further out than anybody without a map. I'm sorry.
And both of those times it ended in disaster.
It did. One time I started a raid and got my face kicked in. And the second time I got attacked by a witch and a baby zombie all at once. But I have traveled 10,500 blocks south.
Dang.
In game. And that's where the pandas are that I found. I'm thinking about actually doing the math to rig up another fast travel system.
Can you
so I can get
travel
pandas back?
Like through the Nether? Can you get a panda through the Nether?
Maybe if you had it leashed.
If it's leashed, yeah. I'm thinking maybe if it's leashed, I can get in there. The other game that I played this week that I touched on, Fortnite, friends. I played some Fortnite again.
Did you get through your battle pass?
I did not. I didn't even get far enough to get Peely, but I feel like Peely's going to come to the store anyway, the item shop.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a pretty generally skinned characters like that, like battle pass skin characters don't hit the item shop, but I feel like there'll be some kind of variation of Peely in the item shop at some point. But I jumped in and I looked around some of the new stuff. I was playing a little bit yesterday. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for the cyberpunk look, but I'm not a big fan of the skins for this season. Like I was saying earlier, I think that the skins are a little meh. But there's always the skin that they haven't shown yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the big one that you get for completing enough challenges. And maybe that one will blow me away. They also have like these like fort bites that you have to have a battle pass to get, and if you collect enough of them throughout the season, it's going to do something.
Interesting.
Was there anything else I played this week? Thinking. No. Minecraft has been pretty consuming for me.
I feel it's like that with everybody. Mike, what are you playing?
Played some Minecraft. We did a second night of adventuring in an abandoned mine shaft that just went all over the place, and we got tons of stuff, and now we gotta work on bringing it back. I played a little bit of Division. Got a couple more levels, getting closer to that end game.
I really need to dive back in.
And then played a little bit of Ghost Recon Wildlands. Thanks to I found a way to launch the Uplay games through Steam so that I can play them on my Steam Link. When we go upstairs. So
yeah, there's a way to launch it through Steam.
So I figured out the right way to do it where it doesn't pop up the Uplay launcher first. So it just takes me right into the game. I was able to just use, the controller, and it everything just kind of worked. So I did a little bit of, cleanup of my inventory in Division 2 because it was a disaster. And ran around a little bit. Didn't really do any missions because there's a little bit of lag and artifacting. Just playing over Wi-Fi. Streaming in the house. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's it. And I might have played a little bit of Elite Dangerous, but I don't. It wasn't too memorable. If I did, so that's about it. Iron, what have you played?
Minecraft. I've been kind of exploring some more. I've seemed to be the person that goes to the Northwest. I just this morning I tore off the roof of my house. I'm gonna replace it with a different colored wood. Probably I'm doing acacia now. See how that looks.
That's an orange wood for those not familiar with Minecraft.
Yes, it's an orange wood. So I'm gonna do that. Played Division 2 with Mike a few days ago. I think on Wednesday. Helped him get some more levels. Played Ghost Recon Wildlands this morning a little bit with Mike and Quail.
Didn't take us long to get into shenanigans.
No, it did not. You kind of forget how like just kind of fun and fun that game is in that, because you just go around and I mean it's just so easy to just start screwing around with stupid shit. So
the only real problem I have with Ghost Recon Wildlands is I hate how the helicopters fly.
Yeah, they're a little
like.
I mean, they fly better than GTA. So
which is weird because I prefer the way the GTA helicopters fly. Like we have different views on that.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise I didn't really play anything else. I was
So the takeover of Minecraft continues.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just such a good game to because you can just drop in and play for a little bit and drop right back out. Like if I jump into Division, I have to spend some time because I need to play through story mission or this and that. If I jump into other games, it's like Minecraft has no story. I can just drop in and make my own story. Yeah, like my quest for pandas.
And it's been it honestly has been for our group the most consistently played game together in voice chat.
Yeah.
Like
hands down.
It seems like almost nightly there's at least a couple people in the voice chat just chilling and playing Minecraft.
That's the best thing too. You can just sit there and chill. You don't have to sit there and you just sit there, chill in there, chat. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm working on this. Does anybody have this? And then you're talking about whatever else. Like you don't have to sit there and talk about the game. You don't even have to sit there and talk. And
then Shonen blows your mind with his friggin' 700 block rail system.
Yeah. Have you been down the bow line?
I have.
It's amazing.
I haven't been since he made whatever adjustment he made last night or whatever, but
I don't know what adjustment he made, but like
I don't know. I went on it last night. It was kind of crazy.
The bow line is amazing. And you guys, he did explain to you why it's the bow line.
No,
I can't remember.
Bow is an acronym.
Yeah.
So you notice that when you ride on the bow line, it's actually really dark in there.
Yeah.
And it's the Battle of Winterfell line, because that episode of Game of Thrones was like really dark, like just lighting wise.
Gotcha.
So it's the Battle of Winterfell line, aka the bow line.
I knew it was an acronym. I couldn't remember why.
Gotcha.
When he told me that, I was like, you know what, this makes so much sense, and I freaking love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Now this is making me like I did not do last night's stream on my channel because I had friends over, so this is making me want to hop into. I promised an afternoon stream today, so maybe it'll be Minecraft again.
We're always like, oh, we're gonna play this, and then like a couple hours through this, and it's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna be streaming Minecraft.
I held to the no Minecraft on Wednesday.
That's true. You did. You did hold the no Minecraft on Wednesday.
Well, I didn't set up with people ahead of time, so trying to link together people to try to do the Tall Tales on Thieves, probably not. It's a pipe dream right now, so that I may do that next week. I'm actually getting ready to completely adjust my stream schedule because of the fact that, my schedule's changed.
Yeah.
Steel in the chat is saying that we're making him want to play Minecraft.
You should just want to come play Minecraft with us.
Come join us.
Yeah.
Join the group.
Join us.
Eventually, we'll run into a problem where we have too many people in and someone can't get in.
Right. It'll be great. Yeah. It'll be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyways,
we'll kick Palm out.
No, we won't kick Palm out.
Iron, you should probably play us out.
Ellie's gonna do it. You don't hear?
Oh, we hear her.
So, with all that being said, everybody, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you want to support us, you can go ahead and drop a sub up one of these.
Just
corners.
don't try to point. Just click the subscribe button.
Click the subscribe button.
Hold on, I got this.
Oh, Penguin's got it.
He's looking at the stream, so he's the best one to.
Yep, there we
the
go. Right there.
I can
so
tell
it-
based on where my microphone is and which direction how to do it.
Yeah.
That's how I pointed at Mike earlier. I was like,
So go ahead and subscribe there with your Twitch Prime, or you can head over to Patreon and drop us a sub there. At a $3 tier sub, you are entered into the giveaway. Same with subbing on Twitch. You can sub on both, and you'll get entered into the giveaway at the end of the month, where we give away a $60 card to your game store of choice. I am not going to say it's to anything else because I have no idea, and I'm not going to try it. So yeah, it's going to be a $60 card. Game store of choice. We moved this because PlayStation was a dick, but it's probably for the better that we moved to this. Anyway,
this is a better approach.
it is a better approach because not everybody has a certain system and not everybody wants a certain game, so it works.
Mhm.
You know, people can pick and choose. So yeah, with all of that being said, do either of you two have anything else you would like to say?
Mike, go first.
I would just. Oh no, I'll save mine for the post show. So I have nothing to say.
All right, Penguin.
You should definitely come watch my streams on twitch.tv/MrPenguinVonPenguin. And soon I'll own all the streaming rights to Lunar Castaways because Shenron said I should be the host of everything. But my channel is over there, and you know, shenanigans, as it were.
Yes, indeed. So, with all that being said, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you are catching this on podcast services such as iTunes and Google Play, because Spotify still doesn't like us.
That's because you're racist.
I guess.
I was like, I guess.
The jokes just keeps going. I don't really know how to fight it anymore. You guys just keep doing it. I've quit trying to ask people to stop.
Oh man.
So everybody, thank you for watching live, and thank you for listening on the podcast services. Until next week, everybody, have a great day.
Bye.
Adios. And stop.
And
Hammer
welcome to
time.
the show.
Just under a minute 10. Just under a minute 10 this week. Mike,
Yeah.
don't start uploading things, okay?
I'm not going to. I will export it and then I will wait to upload.
I usually just wait until I get up from my desk and then I just throw it on to export.
All right.
So
Saving.
13.
Okay.
I really feel like a lot of the stuff, like, I know, Mike, you're worried about Final Fantasy being, like, because the real stuff, there's some goods and some bads in it. Like, I really liked some of the way it worked in 15. I don't know if it's a good mix for 7. That's my
Right.
problem.
Right. So Mr. Penguin, the thing I
Yes.
wanted to say for the post show is I found a good shirt for you.
Uh-huh.
It is a MAGA shirt. But not the MAGA you're thinking of.
I cannot read that. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. But it needs to be all red. Like, it needs to be all red. So
that would have been good if it was all red, but
I'm disappointed that it's not all red, but also it's okay. But I love it. That's kind of like the shirt that 2.0 has when we play Sea of Thieves. It's like pansexual pirates.
oh yeah, I've seen that
All
one.
the booty. It's a good one.
Also, if you're looking for a new pair of sneakers,
Well, that's a little too platform for me. I will hold on. I'll show you the sneakers that I want. I'll show you the sneakers that I want in a second. Let me go on to the.
there's also this one. This one's pretty good. I'm just looking through Hot Topics Pride collection. It says
Yeah, but Hot Topic stuff is sized weirdly.
okay.
Mailman.
Like, their stuff runs really small.
There is a rainbow narwhal t-shirt. Ooh, here you go. For your eventual children.
We have fur babies. All right, that's all we.
That's all you're gonna. Okay, well,
Hold on, check this out. I'm gonna pull up the sneakers that I want. Give me a second here. These are Adidas is putting out a new collection of sneakers. Look at that,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I've seen those. Yeah.
and they have a Pikachu one as well. But
Um,
I'm in for the Squirtle one so much. Look at that. My only problem is it's white, and I'm like, do you have it in black?
right. White shoes are never a good idea.
Yeah, I'm just like, can I have that in black instead? I'd be. Oh man, I would love that sneaker in black. I'm still tempted to get it in though, so just for the.
Yep.
All right, let's see, and uploading and.
And because Mr. Penguin's internet is crazy.
Mine's exported, so I just gotta wait to upload it. So.
I mean, it's not my fault that they offer gigabit internet now.
I mean,
I
I'm
could
offered
pro-
gigabit
I could
internet. I'm just
probably
not
get-
getting what they want.
I could probably get gigabit internet. It'd just be like $200.
Pretty
That's
much.
ridiculous. I pay like $95 a month.
Yeah, let's go to the good old Xfinity website.
I can't
It's
even
not
look
even
at mine.
Xfinity in
Mine's
my
like
area that
yet to get
offers. It's
quoted.
AT&T.
Well, see, I don't have AT&T. I just have Xfinity.
AT&T in my area only offers 50.
AT&T used to in my area before the gigabit came through. They only offered 5, and I was like, that's barely. It's up to 25. That doesn't even actually classify as high speed internet based on FCC rules.
Yeah. Which is sad for a city like Houston.
Yeah, which is why the gigabit rollout is so good.
Okay,
I'm gonna be
so
sad if I have to give it up.
there is a gigabyte.
Yeah, I have to
Option
actually
available.
request the quote from Buckeye to get gigabit pricing.
I mean, Buckeye is just like, yeah, fuck you, dude.
Pretty much. So I don't
Okay, so let's see here. Manage and where? God, this site is so dumb. Let's just go here. And I know, compelling content on the post show here.
It is. It's the most. Yeah. So. Yeah, I want to talk about while we're sitting here talking. What do we want to do as far as the Minecraft version of the podcast studio goes? Like, what do we want in there? Because I have no problem starting to put it together. I just need to know what we want.
Well, I think it depends on how we're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it where I just share my screen and then block it off, or are we just gonna each do our own independent screen sharing?
I feel like trying to doing it with everybody using their own like Elgato. I have to reach for my HDMI switcher. But I feel like if we do it where each person displays it, that's probably the easier route.
Right.
I'm doing a test of the emergency broadcast system real quick.
You know what?
If I can make that look right.
Actually, the gigabit internet for Comcast is not as much as I thought it was.
How much is it?
$90 for the first 12 months.
Oh, Mike about to go gigabit.
But I need to see, because if it still has the data cap on it, I'm
usually
I'm not about that.
Do you have TV service through Comcast or anything?
No.
Okay, so I know AT&T, if you're doing the actual gigabit, there is no data cap. Like the 1,000 up, 1,000 down, there's no data cap.
This just says download speeds up to 1,000.
Yeah, but it's concurrent. Like,
And
it
it
would be concurrent.
also says an Xfinity internet data usage plan may apply. F those guys.
Oh, where did?
I hate that. Oh, you can only get a terabyte of data up and down. Fuck you, Comcast. Or I can pay them an extra $50 a month to get unlimited data, which no one wants to do. Steel Eye's on the edge of his seat. Steel Eye, what's going on? What do you want to chat about?
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Sorry. Something happened with Discord. Got mad at me.
No.
Now, if it wants to get unmad at me, that'd be great.
Steel Eye is indecisive on what he wants to chat about. You're no help, sir.
Chicken is good. I do like chicken.
Chicken.
As you are. There we go.
Hey. Wow. Is that the thing that I was supposed to see last night?
Yeah.
That's a lot of magma blocks.
All right.
I like how your hand is a flipper.
Isn't that great?
Iron, we need to figure out how to get you to be able to make skins for people.
Oh, it's actually really easy.
Look at that. Look at that room. This is my enchanting room.
Does that have the full 15 bookcases around it?
I'm not sure, sir.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I don't know. It doesn't look like it.
I mean, counting
Looks
is
a
hard
little
sometimes, all right?
Looks short by like 5.
I can stare down at you or stare. Look, there we go. The ultimate angle.
The angle everyone wants to see.
See? Yeah. And then you could we would just have to have boxes that could just box us in more, you know?
So Jacket in the chat wants to know who made the overlay that we're using. It was not Iron. It was Jacket.
Yeah.
You know damn well who made the overlay. Stop patting your ego.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just patting his own ego.
Interesting.
Also, good job on the overlay.
For real though. Why, camera, are you not playing nice right now? I turn on my camera. It doesn't want to load properly.
It doesn't want to load.
I mean,
all right. Well,
this is a good time as any to
Steel Eye asks, when doesn't Jacket pad his own ego? I mean,
when his girlfriend does it for him.
I mean, we have no do we have confirmation that she exists?
I don't know, man. With everything with all the stuff being posted in Not Safe for Work channel, I don't know.
Dang, y'all be rude and stuff.
I mean, I'm sure people would be saying the same thing about Jen, but we have actual like video proof that she exists. So.
Yeah, she's that way.
Trying to fix things.
Steel Eye thinks that Jacket is just stealing Iron's girlfriend. That's at the wedding, sir. So he'll be stealing his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't like Penguin.
Yeah, I don't know what. As soon as like when it came back up, it was just like
Penguin dead. Good time to
end
it then.
Technical difficulties.
Please stand by. Hold on. I can make this so much better. I can make it. Oh, it doesn't want to do it that way. Alright, fine.
It really doesn't like him.
No.
It's just being
I can
mean to me right now.
Turn him off, but then it's a white background.
Hold on. No. Hold on. There we go. Now I'm here.
Still. There we go. Just a picture. the two penguins in a suit.
Dude.
All right. Well, I think that's it for the post show then. Since we don't seem to really have anything to chat about. By the way, the interruption mid podcast was our neighbor dropping off some chocolate chip cookies for Mother's Day.
Oh, nice.
Damn, I want chocolate chip cookies.
Me too.
I don't need chocolate chip cookies, but I will eat some of them.
I'm about to say, nobody needs chocolate chip cookies, but damn it, you want them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, guys. It's been fun.
All right. It's been great.
We'll do it maybe same time next week. Maybe not. We'll see.
We'll see.
Later, everybody.
Adios.
Later, people.